Okay, kalau you tak ada apa nak discuss, I share dengan you the smart tree. Okay, I dah masukkan all the Webex meeting recording. Okay, so you boleh check out this folder. Okay, you click and then it will bring you to all the recording video lah related to this international investment subject. Okay, and same goes to mutual fund. Okay, I dah create satu folder for the Webex meeting recording. So lepas ni if kalau ada recording video, semua I akan terus masuk to this link. Okay, so you just need to check lah. Kalau you terlepas kelas, then you can check the recording video. Okay. Tak ada nak discuss ke anything regarding your assignment? Masa buang masa pula. Kita ada 10 minutes to go kan? Ada siapa-siapa nak discuss something? Okay, Tang Yufa, economic analysis. Does we need to do all overall macroeconomic analysis only? Overall macroeconomic. Yang related to economic lah. Okay, contohnya inflation ke, okay. Ada tak effect pada company or the instrument yang you dah pilih lah. Okay, contohnya inflation, what else? Yang related to economic lah. Okay. Okay, sekejap I remember. Okay, when I check the individual submission, okay, ada yang dah submit. Okay, for individual assignment. Okay, bila I check, can I ask you, siapa yang dah submit ni? Okay, I know the dalam guideline tu I bagi week 6 kan, for the deadline. Okay, tapi bila I fikir balik, I extendkan lah. So you boleh tengok lah bila the real submission for this one. Tapi tak apa yang dah submit awal, Cia Kahwa, I dah check you punya assignment. Can I ask you, how do you get the Turnitin account? I mean, I didn't provide any Turnitin account for this assignment, right? So how do you get the how do you check for Turnitin checking? Cia Kahwa dah ada ke dalam ni? Oh, tak ada lagi. Okay, you need to submit a separate separate file for your work, okay, in PDF and also in Microsoft Word. So ada dua folder lah for your assignment. Yang dah submit tu tak apa, no need to do anything. Tak masuk lagi pula check kau. Okay, ada apa-apa lagi? Okay, kalau you all tak ada soalan kan, better you all masuk on the spot tu, 2:30 or 2:25 ke. Okay, sebabnya wasting your time. Okay, I am expecting more question from the student. Okay. Ada beberapa group yang nak buat appointment on Friday. I missed that. Yes, what is your question? Additional question, Tang Yufeng? Yeah, you can ask me. Just start lah whatever question that you have in your mind. Is it a live presentation? Yes, I letak dalam tu kan, is a live presentation. For investment, kena check dulu. I think tengok guideline. I think ada yang video presentation. I think group yang ada video. Kalau individual tu, I buat live presentation. Kalau tak silap I lah Tang Yufeng boleh tengok balik the guideline tu. Kalau melibatkan individual presentation, I akan buat live. Okay. And please get ready for test Test maybe after your raya lah Question. Ada yang email I regarding the approval on the journal tu. I think this is the time lah for you to ask me whether your journal could be accepted or not. Okay, since you pun senyap, I pun senyap lah I received the email, ada yang I dah reply. Tapi kalau you baru submit, I think better you use this time lah. Before we start class ni, you can ask me and then I check the email and I open the journal and so on lah. Okay, kalau you senyap, I pun senyap. Okay, but I noticed that I received an email from the student. Okay, I'm going to start 2:30. The presentation is next week in Smart 3. It's dated 24th for mutual fund. Okay, sekejap I check the smart tree. Okay, 24 hari apa eh? Oh, Sunday eh? This one, right? Make it during class lah, during class and also during tutorial class. Okay, sebab kita ada, in total kita ada berapa 72 plus 18, 73 plus 18. We have 91 students, so I takut tak sempat, jadi kita akan fully utilize class and also tutorial class, okay? Okay, I hope I dah jawab soalan you Agnes. Priscilla, I not understand for the investment, individual assignment. Okay, Priscilla, which part yang you tak faham? I need to find 10 companies, then categorize it and make an analysis using financial analysis. It is like that, madam. Yes. Okay, tak semestinya 10 companies you are referring to stock. Okay, you boleh pilih ada instrument like bond, fixed income or unit trust. Okay, up to you. You can diversify your punya investment. Okay, am I answering your question, Priscilla? Okay, ada lagi? Kalau tak ada, kita dah 2:30. Kita akan start kelas. Okay, again, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. Okay, now we go to chapter 5. Okay, development of investment theory. Okay, chapter 5 dah. Okay, record Okay, what is the most important part in this topic is related to capital asset pricing model. Okay, you need to know how to draw the SML graph. We call that as a security market line. Okay, that is a very important calculation for this chapter. Okay, you kena tahu macam mana nak buat graph for security market line yang melibatkan banyak aset lah. And then the calculation part lah to calculate the expected return, okay. Ada formula, okay, kalau you check slide and also if you check the textbook, okay, I dah provide according to the Riley and Brown, okay, you boleh check in details. Okay, tapi apa yang I nak sampaikan dalam kelas, I just straight away to the most important subtopic, okay. I'm not going further into details. Okay, you boleh baca But you need to know the basically what is the capital market theory. Okay, it's a theory that extend the portfolio theory and develop model for pricing or risky asset. Okay, selalunya bila kita bercakap pasal capital market theory, kita tak lari daripada the pioneer. Okay, siapa dia punya founder. Okay, it's the Harry Markowitz. Okay, yang dia punya teori dikenali sebagai Markowitz theory. Okay, Markowitz theory ni dia combine semua risky asset. Okay, risky asset antaranya which can consider as stock, okay, as equity fund, okay. That one under mutual fund pun is considered under risky investment. Okay, they combine all the risky asset, okay, in order to get the optimal return. Okay, at the end the investor will target to get the optimal return. Okay, nanti you akan tengok the optimal return tu macam mana. Is it high risk, high return, or lower risk, lower return, or something else. Okay, nanti you akan tengok the graph tu. Okay, dekat mana yang akan achieve the optimal return. Okay, optimal return tu maksudnya adalah return yang terbaik for the investors. Okay, regardless of the economic situation lah. Okay. Kita ada background of capital market theory, developing the capital market line, risk diversification, and the example of the capital market line lah, or the security market line. Okay, yang I mentioned just now, the pioneer is the Markowitz, okay, ataupun nama penuh dia adalah Henry Markowitz, okay. Henry Markowitz ni dia yang develop lah the capital market theory. Okay, selalunya bila kita bercakap pasal investment and portfolio, the basis line is the Markowitz theory. Okay, dekat situlah adanya efficient frontier and also the optimal return for the investors. Okay, but before that there are certain assumption. Okay, apa assumption dia? Kalau you tengok I punya paper, research paper on the mutual fund, okay, ada certain assumption yang I put, okay, in my methodology part sebelum kita nak pilih the theory apa yang kita nak guna, okay, ada assumption dekat situ, okay. All investment are infinitely divisible, okay, which means that it's possible to buy or sell fractional share of any asset or portfolio, okay. No taxes or transaction cost, okay. Ini adalah assumption yang developed by the Harry Markowitz, okay. No inflation or any changes in interest rate or inflation is fully anticipated, okay. Maksudnya bila capital market itu berada dekat dalam keadaan yang konsisten, okay. No more economic fluctuation and so on, okay. And we expect the capital market are in equilibrium, okay, implying that all investment are properly priced, okay, in line with their risk level. Okay, that is the assumption. Okay, ada 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 assumption under capital market theory. Okay, next, the development. Okay, we are going to know the history. Okay, the development of the capital market theory. Okay, it will started with the security market line and then followed by the capital market line. Okay, later on you akan tengok what's the difference. Okay, in order to develop the capital market line, okay, it will remain with the covariance, okay, with the risk-free asset, okay, covariance between two asset of return, okay. For example, in unit trust or in mutual fund, okay, investment in that particular fund, okay, we are going to see the performance based on the benchmark. Okay, kita tengok macam mana dia punya co-movement, okay, with the benchmark. Okay, kita buat comparison between the return of the fund with the return on the market. Okay, same goes to this capital market theory. Okay, dia ada melibatkan, okay, return on market and also the risk-free rate. Okay, risk-free return. Okay, return on the non-risky asset lah. Okay. Then we develop and combine the risk-free asset with a risky portfolio M. Okay, sebab tu ada dia punya formula here. Okay, starting with the expected return portfolio is equal to the equal of the risk-free rate, okay, plus the return on market. Okay, this is the formula lah. Okay, kalau kita nak cari expected return on portfolio. Okay, I think previous topic risk and return ada asking about the return, okay, return of the portfolio kan, bila kita ada more than one asset, okay, is consider portfolio, okay. How to calculate dalam risk and return dah belajar, tapi ada certain student dia tak buat, jadi kalau you tak buat, you takkan tahu how to calculate the return on portfolio. Okay, you need to try yourself and try to calculate how to calculate the return on portfolio. Okay, check balik previous chapter. Okay, ada. Okay, and you need to put the weightage. Okay, the weightage amount. Kalau melibatkan portfolio, mesti ada weightage. Okay, weightage tu sama ada it's referring to the probability lah. We expect this asset berapa dia punya probability. Okay, that's why this is the formula to calculate the variance. Okay, the variance of the portfolio. Okay, kita ada the square here. Okay, and then we square root, then we can get the standard deviation. Okay, ia adalah kesinambungan daripada previous chapter risk and return. Okay, that is the basic calculation. Kalau you dah tahu to calculate risk and return, then it should be more easier for you bila you masuk this chapter. Okay, to develop the capital market line, okay, we can develop the risk and return relationship. How to develop the risk and return relationship? Okay, this is the formula. Okay, the expected return for portfolio is equal to risk-free rate plus the standard deviation, okay, or the beta, okay, times with the risk premium. Okay, this one is considered as the risk premium. Okay, nanti you akan tengok contoh lah. The next slide kita akan tengok. Ini yang I cakap tadi, how to get the optimal return under Markowitz portfolio theory. Okay, this is the best optimal return lah for the investors. Okay, is considered under Markowitz efficient frontier. Okay, dia ada maximum level, okay, between higher risk and higher return. Okay, ini bila kita masukkan satu lagi elemen leverage. Okay, tapi for your information, for your level, we did not consider the leverage element. Okay, kita hanya consider risk-free rate and also return on market. Okay, kalau dia masuk leverage tu, dia akan lagi complicated lah. Okay, ini the portfolio. Okay, kalau you tengok graph tadi, the M right here, kan? This is called the efficient frontier. Okay, this is the efficient frontier for this portfolio. And then we have the systematic risk. Okay, only the systematic risk remain in the market portfolio. Okay, maksudnya systematic risk ni yang kita cannot diversify. Okay, bila melibatkan systematic risk sebab it's relate on the market. Okay, that's something that we cannot diversify. Okay. Remember here, the systematic risk can be measured by the standard deviation of return of the market portfolio and can change over time. Okay, it's measured by the standard deviation. Okay, systematic risk. So when you calculate the standard deviation, actually you calculate the systematic risk of the portfolio or systematic risk of the asset. Okay, next, what I'm going to show you this one on how to calculate the CAPM. Okay, some of the example here. Okay, suppose you have a riskless security 4%. Okay, bila kita sebut riskless, it's referring to the risk-free. Okay, the keyword here is the riskless. Okay, 4%. So meaning that the risk-free return equal to 4% and a market portfolio with a return 9%. Okay, 9% is equal to the return on market. Okay, and a standard deviation of 10%. Okay, this is the standard deviation lah, 10%. Okay, how should you go about investing your money so that your investment will have a risk level of 15%? Okay, macam mana you nak calculate? Okay, this is the formula. Okay, risk-free return plus the standard deviation times with the expected return on market minus the risk-free rate divided by the standard deviation on the market. Okay, so you plug in, you akan dapat 11.5%. Okay. The 15% is equal to the standard deviation of the portfolio. Okay, sebabkan investor tu dah set to get the risk level of 15% only. So it's consider the standard deviation of the portfolio. The 10% here is the standard deviation for the market. Okay, ada dua kena you need to be particular on that lah to separate which one is standard deviation portfolio and which one is the standard deviation for the market. Okay, next we go to the CAPM, okay, capital asset pricing model. Okay, kita nak tengok dia punya graph Okay, in order to draw a graph for capital asset pricing model, kita akan draw security market line. Okay, dia punya CAPM tu dalam bentuk graphical we can consider as a security market line. Okay, nanti kita akan tengok contohnya. Okay, the expected rate of return of a risk asset is determined by the risk-free plus a risk premium for the individual asset. Okay, kita akan calculate the expected return for individual asset. Okay, nanti akan ada satu contoh you need to calculate. Okay, the risk premium, return on market minus risk-free rate. Okay, that is consider the risk premium. Okay. Ini adalah contoh exhibit 8.5, contoh security market line. Okay, this one is very important. Okay, kalau dalam test ada soalan, you need to know how to draw this security market line. Okay, mesti ada y-axis, okay, which is the expected return on asset, and x-axis, which is the beta. Okay, the beta for the asset, the beta for the market. Okay, you need to draw. Okay, 1.0 is equal to the beta for the market. Okay, beta for the market is equal to 1. Okay, selalunya beta untuk market is equal to 1. Okay, and then you need to plug in lah. You need to draw in your graph, kena ada this element ada 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, kalau ada semua 5, you boleh dapat 5 mark. Okay, for the graph only. Okay, kalau ada all the information. Okay, selalunya apa yang I nak adalah I nak tengok risk free. Okay, you need to include lah berapa amount of the risk free. Okay, masukkan nilai dia. Selalunya berapa 6% ke 7%. Okay, kena tulis lah berapa amount dia. And then this is consider the security market line. Okay, here this is to consider the security market line. So kena label. Okay, kena label beta, and then you need to label the beta for the market equal to 1 dekat mana. Okay, okay, that's very important. Okay, next, okay, kita try to calculate the capital asset pricing model. Okay, based on the stock A, B, C, D and E. Okay, Kalau kita tengok beta, dia dah bagi for each stock different kan. So kita ada tengok ada dapat beta equal to 1. Okay, this stock B is considered for market lah. Stock B ni sebab dia punya beta is equal to 1. Okay, nanti kita akan tengok dia punya expected return berapa. Okay, this is the formula. Okay, expected return equal to return risk-free return plus beta time risk premium. Okay, this one is consider risk premium. Okay, return on market minus RFR. Okay, so you need to calculate for each stock. Okay, one by one. Okay, stock A berapa dia punya expected return. Okay, stock B berapa expected return. Stock C berapa expected return. And stock D and stock E. Okay, you need to remember the expected return is consider the investor expectation. Okay, berapa dia punya return. Okay, nanti you kena differentiate between the expected return and also the actual return. Okay, sebab apa you kena buat comparison? Sebab you want to decide whether you want to buy stock A, stock B, stock C, D or E. Or you want to sell which stock. Okay, yang tak underperform. Okay, that is the one of the indicator for you. Okay, kenapa kita calculate the expected return? Okay, why is so important for you to calculate the expected return, and why is so important for you to calculate the expected return and compare it with the actual return? Okay, how to calculate the actual return? Okay, ada kalau you tengok balik previous chapter risk and return, how to calculate the return for stock? Okay, kita ada 3 jenis kan untuk calculate the return. Ada historical return, expected return, and also the average return. So you need to use that knowledge, okay, from previous chapter and contribute lah to this chapter how to calculate the actual return. Okay, nanti you boleh tengok ada soalan tu. Sekejap lagi I tunjuk contoh. Okay, I tunjuk contoh, you try to calculate and we discuss the answer. Okay, kita calculate one by one. Okay, selalunya information given. Okay, what you need to do is just to calculate the amount lah. Okay, plug in all the information given. Okay, make sure beta tu betul. Okay, beta tu dah provided kan. For example, for stock A, they provided 0.7. Okay, beta dia 0.7. Dia punya risk free 5%, 0.05 times with the expected return on market dah bagi 9%, so 0.09 minus, okay, minus with the RFR. Okay, RFR once again is the 5%. Okay, sometimes the question didn't provide any information on the RM and return on market and also risk-free rate. Okay, you need to know this element. Okay, this element is belong to risk premium. Okay, remember this element, these two elements, the return on market and also the risk-free rate is referring to the risk premium. Okay, sometimes question tu akan bertukar-tukar, dia tak letak maklumat risk premium and also risk-free rate, dia akan letak maklumat risk premium. So you need to know risk premium is considered is two elements. Okay. For example, kalau this question they didn't provide the return on market 9%, but it's provide the risk premium is equal to 5%. So what should you do? So the risk premium 5%, you just time with the beta amount. Okay, beta equal to 0.7. So 0.7 times 0.05. Then you will get the new amount lah. Okay, kalau I bagi contoh tadi kalau dia tak bagi maklumat return on market but it's provide the risk premium, so from there you dah boleh dapatkan lah the information, okay, for the return on market. Okay, this is the basic formula for CAPM, Capital Asset Pricing Model. Okay, carilah sampai stock E, then you can get here lah. The highest one is stock D. Okay, 10.6. Okay, kita tengoklah dia punya beta pun tinggi quite high, 1.4. Okay, higher risk, high return, right? The lowest one could be E, okay, sebab dia punya beta pun negative value, okay, 0.3, okay, 0.3 negative, so dia akan dapat return pun rendah lah This is the one yang investor expected, okay, sebab itulah dia punya calculation, the formula is given as the expected rate of return. Okay, for the investor when they invest in stock A, stock B, stock C, D or E. Okay. Okay, once you dah calculate, okay, you need to identify. Okay, you kena identify whether the stock A, B, C, D, E is undervalued or overvalued. Okay, why is so important for the investors, okay, to know whether this stock is undervalued or overvalued. Okay, nanti dalam you punya assignment, okay, individual assignment you boleh buat. Okay, and you boleh try lah to calculate what is the expected return for this investment in stock. Tenaga contohnya, okay, you try lah to calculate, dapatkan maklumat return on market berapa, try to find the beta value berapa, okay, and then you compare, okay, you compare with the actual return. Okay, selalunya actual return you boleh dapat lah actual return tu based on the announcement ataupun dalam company information dalam annual report. You boleh dapat the actual value of the stock. Okay, maklumat tu. Kena find out lah the actual value of the stock tu berapa sebab you need to get the actual value of the stock before you decide whether this stock is undervalued or this stock is overvalued. Okay. Kalau undervalued, kita boleh tengok dia punya expected return itu adalah lebih lower than the actual value. Okay, expected return dia lower than the actual value tu lebih tinggi. That stock is considered undervalued. Okay, selalunya kalau stock yang undervalued ni dia sangat bagus, okay, and the investors is recommended to buy this stock. Okay, to buy this stock sebabnya the expected value itu lebih rendah daripada the actual value. Okay, when you invest in the undervalued stock, you akan dapat untung lah. Okay, sebab what do you expect tu sebenarnya lagi rendah daripada the actual value tu, maksudnya actual value tu lebih tinggi daripada the expected return of the investors. Okay, that is the fundamental, okay, the principle behind that. Okay, kalau overvalued tu dia different lah from the undervalued. Okay, the expected return tu lebih tinggi daripada the actual value. Okay, so that asset is considered overvalued. Okay, selalunya the investor recommended to sell. Okay, di stock kalau dia ada, so dia boleh jual lah sebab it's overvalued. Okay, tak guna pun kalau investor hold this stock. Okay. That is the purpose lah. And also ada dua cara selain daripada you calculate based on the actual value and also the expected return. Okay, maybe you can also know whether the stock is undervalued or overvalued based on the graph. Okay, the security market line. Okay, kalau you dah buat tadi, you dah draw the security market line and then you masukkanlah stock A, B, C, D in which scale dekat mana, and then you jot down lah. Tadi contoh kita tengok dekat sini contohnya kalau stock A lah, stock A dekat bawah ni, okay, dia means dia dekat bawah, the draw the SMA line, okay, dia di bawah SMA line is considered as undervalued. Any security with estimate return plot above the SML. Kalau above is called undervalued. Okay, kalau di atas security market line is considered undervalued. Okay, and any security with estimate return that plot below the SML line is considered as overvalued. Okay, you need to know lah which one overvalued and undervalued. Okay, cuba you buat comparison. Okay, which one is underpriced or undervalued and which one is overpriced. Okay, kita tengok required return and also the estimated return. Which one is the actual value? Which one is the expected value? Okay, yang required ni we consider as a expected. Okay, yang estimated is the actual return. Okay, so we can consider that stock A, stock C and stock E are undervalued. Okay, sebab dia punya estimated return dia lebih rendah daripada the actual value. Okay, tadi I cakap estimated return below the actual value is considered undervalued. Okay, stock ini bagus untuk you belilah it's considered to buy lah. Okay, the decision to buy stock A, C and E. Okay, ini adalah simple calculation untuk investors consider which one to buy, okay, which one to sell, okay, under capital asset pricing model. Okay, next, contohnya macam ni stock A, C and E is undervalued kan sebab dia above, okay, dia above security market line. Okay, B and D is overvalued, okay, or overpriced, is below the security market line. Okay, boleh faham ke? Okay, kita akan tengok contoh. Okay, I'm stop sharing this slide sebab I want to share the question, okay, for the activity. Okay, sekejap ya. So I want you to try to calculate gunakan formula yang diberi. Okay, this is the question. Okay, this is the question. Try to calculate based on I dah explain tadi. Boleh nampak kan? Okay, for 1A and 1B. Okay, nanti kita discuss jawapan. So I'm giving you 15 minit boleh? 15 minit untuk you settlekan question 1A and 1B. Okay, after that I akan bagi jawapan lah. Okay, and also discuss the answer. Okay, boleh So I'm giving you time to calculate. Okay, buat Okay, dah siap. Okay, kalau dah siap, kita discuss the answer for stock U and ND, right? Okay, please write the answer for 1A di chat box. So, I boleh check you punya final answer berapa untuk stock U and ND. Okay, type di chat box ni, expected return for stock U and ND. Okay, in percentage Okay, stock U 13.4, D 9.2. And another one, stock N. Yes, okay, 15%. Okay, Chong Yu Fei ni macam mana boleh dapat 12.4? Chong Yu Fei ni salah stock U should be 13.4%. Cuba you check balik you punya calculation part. Okay, the rest should be okay lah. Okay, next, 1B. Okay, 1B, what you need to do? You need to calculate the estimated return, right? Okay, estimated return ni we can consider that as the actual return lah for stock U, stock N and stock D. So what is your answer? Stock U dapat berapa estimated return? Okay, you bagi jawapan later on I akan bagi jawapan I. Okay, you boleh screenshot or you boleh ambil gambar lah after this don't worry about that. Stock U berapa estimated return? Stock U, tak ada siapa lagi yang type di chat box? Okay, type the answer for stock U, the estimated return. Dapat berapa? U 13%, U 12.5. Okay, stock U 12.5% stock U. How about stock N? Xiao Xiu Jing, nanti you tengok balik calculation you, the answer should be 12.5%. Okay, for stock U. Stock N, stock N berapa? Chong Wei Kang? 16.67. Stock N salah. Tengok balik calculation part. Anybody got different answer? Salah tu Chong Wei Kang. Not 16.67. Okay, ada lagi jawapan? Stock N. What is the correct answer? 10% for stock N. 3 decimal point? Yes. 10.42%. Okay, that is the correct answer. Okay, the answer should be 10.42%. How about D? Stock D? Stock D equal to? Yes, okay, 11.49. So disebabkan you all dah bagi I answer, so I'm giving you the answer scheme here So you bolehlah screenshot or you ambil gambar ke, okay, up to you. Okay, at the end nanti akan masuk recording juga. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, You just need to plug in the formula for question 1A, and for 1B, what you need to do, this is the formula. You need to calculate the actual value. How to calculate the actual value? Okay, the ending value minus the beginning value plus the dividend and divided by the beginning value. Okay, that is the formula, the return, the basic formula on how to calculate the return. Okay, you need to know. Okay, and then you need to decide, lepas you dah dapat the actual value 12.5, 10.42 and 11.49, okay, you need to decide whether stock U, stock N or stock D are undervalued or overvalued. Okay, you kena compare with the estimated, the expected return. Okay, this required return is considered as the expected return. Okay, yang you dah kira di awal ni, ini adalah expected return. Okay, yang you dah kira ni. Okay, this one kan expected return. So you kena compare lah these two value. Okay, you need to compare the expected and also the estimated lah, the actual value. So the estimated 13.4% and the actual return only 12.5%. That is considered overvalued. Okay, sebab dia punya expected return lagi besar daripada the actual value 12.5. Okay. This is the graph. Okay, when you plot the graph, okay, you need to label. This one is the x-axis is considered as the beta and the y-axis is considered as the expected return. Okay, apa yang you dah calculate tadi, okay, dekat atas ni, okay, and then you need to plot. Okay, you masukkanlah stock U, stock N and also stock D. Okay, which one? Okay, and then don't forget to put the beta value. Okay, the beta value for market is equal to 1. Okay, kena ada dalam you punya graph. Okay, kena labelkan. Okay, kalau ada complete everything, you can get 5% lah for the graph. Okay, the graph saja dah ada 5 mark dekat situ Okay, anything else? Which part that you don't understand? Okay, dekat sini you boleh nampak stock D. Stock D you kena draw betul-betul sikit dia punya value tu. So dia akan nampak stock D ni undervalued lah. Stock U and stock N is overvalued. Okay. That's all for this chapter yang relate to this chapter, the calculation part yang sangat important. Okay. Itu sajalah yang penting dalam this chapter. Okay, yang lain you boleh refer pada textbook. Okay, on the assumption detail semua tu, okay, kena baca textbook lain. Otherwise, why I'm sharing you the textbook, okay, notes, everything. Kalau you tak baca, okay. Kalau you ada problem, you can get back to me lah. Next week or during mutual fund class pun boleh tanya lagi Okay, what else? Itu saja, yang lain tu tak important. Okay, yang apa yang I nak cover for this topic, I dah cover on the calculation part tu. That one is very important lah. And the rest tu is for your information lah And details boleh baca di dalam textbook. Okay, I dah provide semua dalam Smart 3. Okay. Itu sajalah. Any question? Ini tak ada apa Okay, anything else? Semua boleh dapat Kalau tak ada apa-apa, I share the attendant. Okay, you all ni. Tak nyempat-nyempat tanya attendant link. Okay, sekejap ya. Attendant. Okay, so you boleh check into your attendant and please make sure you double check Sekejap. Okay, this is the attendant link. Okay, please double check Takut nanti ada masalah lagi. Okay, any other question? Tutorial tak nampak link. Sekejap I share lagi sekali. Okay, this is the attendant link. Okay, nampak dah? Listen privately. Okay. So, please check in and double check jugalah Takut nanti I terbuat you absent pula, okay. Dah check in, just double check. Okay, ada soalan lagi before we end our meeting? Live presentation 3 minit sahaja. Okay, 3 slide, 3 minutes. 3 minit, 3 slide saja. Okay, sebab apa I buat 3 minit 3 slide? Sebab I just want you all to focus on the important part sahaja. Okay, sebab yang lain tu report I boleh baca, okay, tapi I nak tengok how you deliver you punya work. Okay, itu pada I yang lebih penting lah. Okay, yang detail semua I akan baca thoroughly lah dekat you punya report. Okay, I nak tengok how you deliver your work. Okay, itu saja my objective of the presentation. And also the Q&A lah ada markah bahagian Q&A. Kalau dapat jawab, ada markah. Kalau tak dapat jawab soalan, tak ada markah lah So, kena tengoklah rubrik tu apa bahagian-bahagian yang penting yang you kena take note, okay? Even though dia 10% sahaja, 10% for presentation and also 10% for your report, tapi pada I it will contribute to you punya carry mark juga kan. So you just need to all out lah and perform. Okay, kalau you perform bagus, you can get higher mark. Okay, 3 minit and 3 slide sahaja yang dibenarkan. Okay, kalau lebih, I potong markah Okay, anything else? I dah menjawab soalan you Yogini. Ada apa-apa lagi?